What is going on, people of Red Dead Redemption 2 Online? This is Blaketos84, and we're here with an ability card review. So right now we're going through the combat ability cards. So we're going to start off with the first one on here, which is the Horseman card. We're going to read it. We're going to talk about the pros and the cons and see what we could do when we're using this card and the best ways to use this card. So, Horseman, level 3. You deal much more damage while on horseback. So, when I was starting off with Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, this ability card, once I kind of figured out, what the ability cards were, how it worked, and what you could do with it, I saw this card. I was like, oh man, this is great. I'm on my horse all the time. I'll just shoot people up. I'll do a lot more damage. Yes, you can. Yes, you do shoot people when you're on a horse. However, although you are doing more damage on your horse, there is a major con to horse fighting in Red Dead Online, and that you are a sitting duck anywhere you go, because you're higher up off the ground. You're an easier target to hit. Even if they can't hit you, the other guys can shoot your horse, take it right out from under you. So in the world of PvP, obviously this card's useless in Showdown unless you do the horse riding event or whatever. But in Showdown, large, regular, small, the elimination series, this card has no purpose because you're on foot. Maybe some of the free roam events that pop up, like Cold Dead Hands or stuff like that, you might be able to do it. But this card I don't feel is very practical for PvP. Just doesn't seem to really help you out, because anytime you die, you respawn on foot, and a lot of times if you're getting attacked by griefers or you're in a crazy posse fight, you're not going to even get back to your horse till you get, and you're going to get killed again if you try to mount your horse. So sometimes it's even hard to get a change of weapons and so on and so forth. So when you're starting off, this card's really important. Mostly because you're almost always on your horse. So when you're doing missions and stuff like that, you're going to be on your horse. That's fine. The NPCs don't seem to have the ability to land headshots, which, again, is fine. But we need to just keep in mind, think of it when you PvP. How often are you going to be on your horse? If you're able to use Slippery Bastard and go in and out of Slippery Bastard while on your horse, then maybe you can make room for this. So, with the next leg of this, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the cards I would use if I stack this one. So, this is a combat card, an offensive card. So I would either go with Paint It Black, Slippery Bastard here, so nobody can lock on to me. Slow and Steady, so I take less damage and don't get killed right away with headshots. Or if I'm feeling lucky, I'd go with Paint It Black. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and act as though we're doing Slippery Bastard. So, Slow and Steady. So what I want to do is make this an offensive build. So I'm going to do Peak Condition. So I've got much more damage while on horseback. I'm taking less damage with Slow and Steady. Then I'm going to use Peak Condition so I can inflict more damage based on my stamina. I'm not really going to use any stamina because I'm on my horse. The horse's stamina is different than mine. And since I'm a bigger target, I probably want to go with Never Without One. You have to realize, you're higher up off the ground. You can't hide behind trees. You can't hide behind rocks. You can't hide behind barrels when you're on your horse. So that really limits your ability to hide. You're just wide out in the open. So unless you're going to use Slippery Bastard where they can't lock onto you and then pop out of it real quick and blast them with a shotgun, that's a pretty good option too. But if you're not going to go that route, I would go with this route here. But if you're going to go that route with Slippery Bastard, you don't even need the Horseman card. You could use other cards instead, because if you're going to hit somebody with a shotgun at close distance, they're going to die. That's just the way it works. So again, this isn't a card that I've used anytime in recent times, but I feel like when you're starting off, you should use this card when you're doing story missions, NPC missions, because one, you're going to deal more damage on your horse. Two, you get 5 extra XP per kill when you're on your horse. So that does come in handy when you're trying to build your character and level up. But if you're, like me, I mostly do showdowns. This card is pretty much useless in the world of PvP. You're not going to be on your horse, or you're not even going to have an option to the horse. So those are my thoughts, guys. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to my page. If you have any comments, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. Let's figure this out, guys. Until next time, cheers.